Hey everybody, welcome back.
Welcome to. This is the first episode.
This is the first episode.
This is the first episode, but we might have some new viewers.
Yeah.
But then that means welcome to you, right?
Hope you're not under the age of 13. Get the fuck out.
Because if you are, I'm calling the coppers.
Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome to our playthrough of Sonic Generations. This was Jesus Christ, we're not even fucking starting.
I think I killed Elliot there.
This is Sonic Generations. This is Sonic's 20th anniversary celebration back in 2011.
And an overall really damn good game.
It really is a good game. This is one of my favorites in the modern era.
In the realm of, oh, by the way, if I sound really different, I have to use an external mic, which is funny because I'm used to this mic for my channel,
right.
So it's like I feel like I'm right at home here.
Absolutely. Okay.
But
well, we're gonna cut.
It's the.
All right, so we're back. I wanted to make sure that the controller. For some reason, the controller was reading as controller input 2. I had no idea why.
It thought you were being the second Sonic.
Maybe.
It was trying to set you as Tails.
I had it on classic. I had to set it to modern.
But yeah, no. I was gonna say before. It's funny because when you hear about 3D Sonic, all I ever hear is people bashing it. Like all I ever hear is, "Oh my God, 3D Sonic and Sonic 06 and then boom and all this stuff," and then this is probably the first one and only one that I really hear people like, "Oh, that's actually a really good game."
Mainly because it caters to two camps at the same exact time. That, and I feel like this is really one of the best games they have with modern Sonic's controls.
It's the best boost game in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
My only problem with it is every once in a blue I had the issue, was mainly a PS3 issue, I would think, even at that, where modern Sonic would, when you jump in the air, sometimes he wouldn't actually veer to the correct direction you're trying to jump him towards. So like if I'm jumping in midair and I'm holding left, Sonic is still facing right for some reason, which fucks up my momentum. So that's like the only real complaint I had.
Because this is gorgeous.
This is gorgeous.
What I'm looking at right now is beautiful.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah, another reason why we're having so many damn issues is because I'm playing the PC version of the game. It's my preferred version of the game.
No lag.
No lag, instant load times, 60 frames per second gameplay because the game on 360 and PS3 runs at 30.
Right. It also has a feature where it sets your controller wrong.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I like a challenge.
There's also the glorious thing of mods.
Yeah, well, we're not going to be using mods.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, keep it.
We're not going to use the rock hard cock mod.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you say PC version, like modders, their eyes light up. God.
It's Christmas morning to them.
We're gonna give you Sonic the Hedgehog in full PC mode and give you access to all of the dev tools. Like, oh, please, my penis can only get so erect.
Sonic erections.
No, Uncle. PC-ness.
My PC-ness.
Sonic Erections, written by Ken Penders.
By the way, that S-Rank doesn't really mean anything. It is really fucking easy to get.
That it is too. It's actually relaxing to get.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. It is kind of like, it does make you feel good about yourself, like making gameplay sort of thing.
And not only that, like this, I actually did platinum this game for the PS3.
All right, so the frame rate is kind of.
Oh no! Here's the thing. This is really weird.
These.
For some reason, the opening and the ending cutscenes, to jump ahead a bit, is really compressed for some reason.
Yeah, because that's
every other cutscene after this is kind of like real time in a way. And they look much cleaner, but the opening and the ending of this game, I think, is a compressed format.
Okay.
Yeah,
because these look like video files.
Yes, I think that's what they are.
As opposed to the other stuff is probably going to be in-game graphics.
Yeah, it's going to look much cleaner.
Okay, which is weird. Like,
yeah,
remember when it was the other way around? You know,
yes, I remember
all the other times.
Right. Anyway, let's go into the plot here. It's Sonic's birthday. He's turning
20
today, and his friends wanted to help him celebrate it.
That's sweet.
Hey, Sonic, happy birthday. Thanks, Tails. How old are you? Go to your room.
Wait, well, Tails, if you want to know, I'm actually static.
You don't look a day over.
Yeah, when he opens its mouth, it's like it's like the dial-up noise.
Really? Say really? Because I've been told I don't look older than.
It's Bayonetta.
Oh shit!
Oh, a hedgehog. I could have sex with that.
Fuck.
Like,
Oh, lordy.
Oh, Bayonetta.
Like Sonic walks in with Bayonetta's lines. I feel like a fucking celebrity.
cut that out. That's basically what he sounds like.
Listen here, dipshit.
Hey, not cool. Oh wait, that means more cake for me.
Sonic would do that to his friends.
Chili
Later,
dog.
everybody. Based on an enemy, I'll see you all in Kingdom Hearts.
Help us,
It does
Sonic.
look like a Kingdom Hearts enemy. You're absolutely right.
Help us, Sonic. It's my fucking birthday.
Happy birthday, Sonic. Your life sucks. Tell me about it.
Is this?
And finally, it looks like I'm all alone.
Hello.
This is the construct.
You can manufacture weapons, rings, item boxes.
Mod. Any mods you and then you turn around and it's Amy, but she's shaped like a giant penis. For
Oh,
no. No reason whatsoever.
I need emeralds. Lots and lots of emeralds.
That's code for condoms.
Nope.
That's not where I thought it was going.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, literally, that was a plot twist I wasn't
I
expecting.
don't know how we got there.
So modern Green Hill.
Yeah,
Modern
so
Green Hill.
basically the game is broken up into classic and modern. Classic is pretty much true 2D Genesis action from the days of yore. Modern is boost formula. And again, as I said earlier, I do believe this is the best in the boost games.
Absolutely. The
Because-
level design looks like it's clearly meant for you to just go fast and cut loose, while at the same time not being as brain dead
Yeah.
as
Unleashed.
Generations Unleashed. Thank you. I almost said as brain dead as Generations, the game we're playing right now. I'm brain dead today.
Green Hill. More like
You probably should have thought of the end of that.
Should have thought at the end of that. But
Probably should have had an ending before you went with the beginning. It seems
like Zoink Scoob. Sonic Generations.
And again, I'm not super big on the Sonic games, the 3D games. This seems the very 2.5D. Like it seems like a huge environment, but in reality, you seem to be on a rail as far
For the
as
majority of it,
So
yeah.
is that
Majority, you are.
normal for Sonic? or-
Absolutely, especially in the boost
Okay.
games.
All right.
Because I got the feeling like here it's like where they really wanted to try to really make especially in the 7th generation of Sonic overall, they really wanted to look like they make a concentrated effort. They understand where they wanted to really take Sonic. And it seemed, as Johnny said, like back with Unleashed, especially with the daytime stages, it felt like they finally had a right idea of where to go with Sonic.
Well, the thing is that multiple pathways and such in Generations is much easier to discern than in Unleashed. Because let's be real, let's be fair. Unleashed did have multiple pathways, but they were really out of the way, and you had to have a really big keen eye for that sort of thing in a game where you're going 3,000 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Right.
Now that's still the case in Generations, to be fair to Unleashed, but it's also like multiple pathways are way more clear cut. Like it's very obvious when there's a multiple pathway around here. And it's like a lot of Generations is like, which way do you feel like going today? Do you want to take the left path? Do you want to take the right path? It's really up to you, and I like that sense of freedom that Generations provokes.
Well, that was my problem when we were, because we did Unleashed, right?
Yeah, we did.
Unleashed was when
yeah, we did.
You don't remember
My-
it? Me neither.
Yeah. Well, my problem with that was the idea of a gotta go fast game doesn't mesh very well with the idea of an exploration game.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
because you either have to pick one or the other. So if this is a more 2.5D with some multiple pathways, but nothing too serious, that's more interesting. That seems better.
Yeah.
Than trying to
Like-
gotta go fast, but wait,
Ex-
I gotta see where that door goes.
Exploration is here in the sense of there are many ways to get to the goal in this,
Which-
right, in
which
this-
is
in this-
classic
Which
Sonic.
is classic Sonic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
And
What?
not just about you.
It's my birthday.
Me. What about me, Tails?
What the hell's a nightmare?
So basically, the gist of the game is that this unknown apparition has kidnapped all of our friends and has sent us across time and space. It's basically the game's excuse to go to like all like classic,
All throughout the world.
all throughout the
A
world.
better excuse to have classic
But
than
this
Sonic
is
Forces did.
also the biggest missed opportunity with Generations is its story. Because while the content of the game is fantastic, like going through all of these zones that we've grown like for the last 20 years is fantastic, they don't really do much with it in the storyline, like especially after like the first two acts. Because like Sonic there commented on Green Hill saying it's like, this place feels awfully familiar. It's like, yeah, it's like it does like evoke a sense of deja vu. And they'll later do this again somewhat with Chemical Plant, but after that, level commentary just completely drops. It's like we never hear what Sonic reflects on Sky Sanctuary, Speed Highway, City Escape. Seaside Hill, all those will be up. Like, and I think that would have been led to some really fun, like in like
You mean like some meta commentary in a way?
yeah, like tongue-in-cheek humor.
Or better yet, developer commentary masked as the character commentary.
Yeah, in a way that they don't do anything with that.
They could, but at the
goes-
same time, given that the average Sonic's in like an average act of a stage for like what 2-3 minutes, he's probably not going to remember too much.
Yeah, but
like if you were to
just a
say like
simple
you were to like go to like Sky Sanctuary, he makes a comment about like Mecha Sonic.
Yeah, last time I was here, it was this, and
Last
you
time
know,
I was here, it
make the
fell
comment.
apart.
The problem with that is that in order to do something like that, this game is put together as a 20th anniversary,
Yeah.
sort of thing. You have to isolate it as a 20th anniversary celebration. So if you could very easily take the chance to turn it into a bit of canon story. But more than likely, what they try and do is keep it as a 20th anniversary sort of one-off thing. Doctor Who's done that several times where they have these giant events, but these giant events they're almost basically movies. They're not supposed to be... They're canon, but they're not supposed to be something that is the jumping off point for the next era of Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
If you did that here,
Dr. Robotnik? No. Dr.
if you did that here, that's what it would turn into. Is like, oh well, it's a 20th anniversary celebration, but they use it as a jumping off point for the next age of Sonic, which is no one's going to complain if you do that.
Well,
but maybe that's what they were trying to avoid.
Well,
doing.
they kind of did though when Forces came out.
Yeah, Forces did make this
Forces
canon.
tried to do that.
Because here's the thing, they wanted Mania and Forces to tie in together. So you had the classic style Sonic game, Sonic Mania, but then you had the 3D Sonic game, Sonic Forces. But in the story, they decided to add classic Sonic to it, and it did not go well.
Wait. No. Greg's talking about like making this actually canonical as opposed to Generations, where I treated it as an idea.
No, they did.
No.
They did make it canonical because in
wish I wasn't playing right now, so I
in
can
the
actually
story
chime in
of
this
Forces,
conversation.
in the story of Forces, Tails recognizes classic Sonic.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I forgot they did do that.
Yeah.
But then at that point,
they're trying to say-
they retcon like classic Sonic from being a different dimension and not
Yeah.
just from the past.
Yeah. So they
know.
so it's I don't know. It's just very weird. Do you want to do that? Do you want to make this a one-off, or do you want to make this a jumping off point? I don't mind either way. I think either way works very well. But if they want to do one or the other, it's up to them. And I feel like that's probably what they were trying to do initially.
Right, that could be the case.
This
but
is a one-off, and that's it. They're never going to reference it again. It's a fun.
But then after
game.
2 failures, they wanted to go back to
They needed to go back to the last time
right.
Sonic
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah, it's like what worked last time with Generations. Like, yeah.
But once again, they didn't realize what made Generations work.
Yeah. Forces felt very shoehorned with the concept.
It was.
So, and as
Classic
a result,
Sonic was not even needed.
the classic was absolutely unnecessary in Forces.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, it's just like, if you wanted to strike while the iron's hot, the time was 2011,
Right.
not 2017.
Yeah.
That said, I was like, I don't mind the idea of Generations, because this game did well. This game did work in
Oh, it did.
2011.
Yeah.
But it's also like, it's kind of like the Mania problem, where as a 20th anniversary title, the celebration is magnificent. I love all the zones reworked, reimagined for both classic and modern Sonic. Well, more modern, because classic, because you have you can compare it to the Genesis games, and in that way, I don't think they hold up compared to the Genesis originals.
Right.
But modern has nothing but to gain from those.
Yeah.
Because we never seen modern Sonic go through. Well, technically we have in Sonic Adventure 2, but that's not the point. We never seen modern Sonic go through Chemical Plant or Sky Sanctuary. So in that way, it was really invigorating to see. But at the same
Plus the
time,
reimagining of the levels.
yeah, but at the same time, the boost gameplay, you guys really did a fine enough job refining the gameplay. So why not just do that again with like
Yeah.
entirely original designs? But like, the jump ahead here, this is like the last time Boost Sonic controls this way, because Forces controls it almost entirely differently. It's like, and you know what really highlighted that? When I did the Sonic hacking contest this year, one of the mods was Forces Sonic in Generations Crisis City.
I saw that.
And I struggled, because Forces boost gameplay is different. Like, Sonic controls
okay.
differently in Forces, and
Yeah.
I was dying left and right because I couldn't adjust. It was really bizarre. I never did Classic Chemical Plant.
You never
No,
did
you
Classic
didn't.
Chemical Plant.
Now it's funny because given that this game was actually, I don't know how it was received at the time. But people
Generations?
yeah.
People loved
This
it.
was loved.
It was loved at
was
the time.
praised.
Even guys like me who have admittedly felt one too many black marks from the franchise thought this was an absolute improvement in
It was a
almost
good
every
game.
way.
So it's a shame that because this was what 2011.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a shame that you didn't say, "Hey, this is a good opportunity. Why don't we make more 3D Sonic games and more 2.5D classic Sonic games?"
Okay, to be fair,
sorry,
there
no,
was
you first.
there was an attempt. That was the whole entire point with Sonic 4.
Sonic
episode
4.
1 and 2.
And that did not really.
It didn't do well. Episode 2 fared better than episode 1, but neither.
By then the damage was done.
By then the damage was done.
Yeah.
Because
But I mean, using this engine,
Right.
using
Yeah.
this graphics engine, because this is obviously it's a PC version, so it looks better. But it seemed like it would have been a good opportunity to say, "Hey, we've got a game that works, which is Sonic Generations.
right.
Why don't we take the elements, the assets from both of those games, and take each half and turn it into its own full blown game?"
Right.
See, the thing is-
which we thought was going to be what they were going to go. Go ahead, Matt. I'm sorry.
No, because the thing is that, and this has been brought up almost every pundit, though none less valid that it's going to come out of my mouth. Sonic's team has this whole thing of reinventing the wheel every time a new Sonic thing comes around.
absolutely.
By the time they patented this down, it's like, you know what? Lost
Okay.
World. Then,
Yeah,
oops,
they-
Sonic Boom. And which I'm convinced.
Well,
Sonic
Boom wasn't. Boom wasn't Sonic Team.
No, Boom had to take constant criticism and ideals from Sonic Team. It wasn't Sonic Team that made it, but Sonic Team had like one of the
They had a
huge
hand
back.
in it?
Yeah, it was a behind the scenes sort of thing with them.
Okay.
So basically, and like I said, to this day, I am utterly convinced, though not entirely blaming them, that Sonic Team had a hand in why the fuck that failed. But that's an argument for
They
another
had
day.
some hand in it, yeah, but
Yeah,
not
but-
entirely.
Exactly.
It was mostly on Big
See,
Red Buttons. This
Yeah,
week,
it
so,
was.
Right.
I-
But
you-
what I was getting at, though, is that Sonic has this thing of reinventing the wheel with every time they get a game going or without taking time to refine the formulas they have beforehand. As a
Right.
result, not only are they constantly changing up their systems and gameplay, they have no idea how to properly flesh one of them out.
Yeah.
And when it seems like they're finally learning their lesson, they
They
go
switch
ahead
it up.
and change it.
It's time for a new wheel.
Yeah, it's like, but no, but the wheel's fine. Just
The
Yeah,
wheel
and that-
the wheel doesn't even have any tread on it.
yeah.
And that's a problem everywhere, though. That's a problem.
That's a
when you
problem
talk about
everywhere,
movies, when
yes.
you talk about TV shows where you don't need to. Perfect example: the first Sonic movie design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to change the design because you want to give it an identity that is yours. You want people to look at it and say, "Hey, this is Paramount's Sonic the Hedgehog," but you don't need to do that with the character model. You don't need to break that.
I was gonna say before we go into this, we should call it a part here.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
But I want to keep the conversation going.
We'll keep it going next part.
Look, I'm a streamer, all right?
So,
I'm
yeah,
not used
Uncle,
to stopping every 15, 20
Uncle,
minutes.
Uncle, I'm a streamer too.
Yeah, I'm
We
not
all
used
stream
to this.
except for Matt.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this.
You've been in how many LPs? Exactly.
I don't know.
No, no, no.
I'll tell you next part.